Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today we're going to make an amazing summer salad with skirt steak. Stay tuned. Alright guys, here goes our skirt steak inside skirt. It's a really good steak, especially on salads. You can oftentimes find this type of steak using your fajitas or steak tacos and things of that nature. So it's really good. You can see how the grain is running on it, so you have to make sure that when you do cut it, that you do cut it against the grain, because if you do not, you will be chewing on this forever. But if you cook it at a nice high heat, to a nice medium rare to medium, and cut against the grain, season it well, you have yourself a really good steak. So I'm going to do it. We're just going to have a wet marinade for this steak, and we're going to grill it. In this measuring cup here, I have about 3/4 of a cup of water. We're going to be using some French dressing as our marinade as well. It's a little different, but this provides a really good flavor for our steak. So we're just going to go in with some of that. See, it's just marinating the steak, so it's not that big of a deal. I have the water in there because this dressing is kind of thick. So we just put the water in there to help thin it out some. I'm going to go in with about a tablespoon of minced garlic. We're going to use about a half a tablespoon granulated onion. Half a tablespoon granulated garlic. We're going to use a whole tablespoon of chili powder. I like the chili powder. It gives a nice little smoky flavor to it. Just a nice little balance there. We're going to add in some Longhorn steak seasoning. Now, if you don't have this, you can just use regular salt, seasoned salt. It kind of really doesn't matter. All right. And probably about a teaspoon of that steak seasoning. And now we're going to put in about a half of a tablespoon of black pepper. Now I just want to give everything a good mix. Now you can taste your marinade if you want and make sure that it's good for you. All right, got it nice and mixed up. You can see that garlic in there, all that pepper, the seasonings. You could actually put some crushed red pepper in there as well if you wanted to put a little heat. Hot sauce, Tabasco, whatever you want. But now we got it all mixed up. It's smelling good. And we're just going to pour it over the top of our steak. All right. Make sure all your steak is coated. All right, it's looking good, nice and coated. See the seasonings on it. Now we're going to just put this in the fridge and let it marinate for a few hours before we go to the grill with it. So that's all you have, guys. If you don't have this style of farmhouse French dressing, I actually get this at Menards, but you don't have to use this brand. You can use any type of French or basically any type of marinade you want to, actually. But that's just what we're using for our steak salad today. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the refrigerator, get cleaned up. All right, guys. So now we're just going to go ahead on and prep our salad, get it all set up, and put it in the fridge while we're going to wait on our steak. So got my red onion here, and we're just going to slice them really thin. You can see how thin they are there. I love red onion. If you're not a fan of red onion, leave it off. But me and my wife, we actually really like red onion. We like the bite it gives and the flavor it gives in the salad and pretty much, anything for real. Burgers, sandwiches. And we're going to do the same with our green pepper. Just going to cut it down the middle here, and we're just going to slice them into really thin strips. Again, just make your salad up however you want to. This is how we like ours. Some people may consider it more of an Italian style salad with some of the ingredients, but this is how I really like my salads, and my wife enjoys hers this way as well. And now our Roma tomatoes. Now all I'm going to do with my Roma tomato, this is going to cut them into thin medallions. You could dice it if you wanted to, or you could cut the tomato in half and then begin to slice. But the Roma tomatoes are already, small enough, so we're just going to cut them into small medallions and set those off to the side as well. We're also going to use some banana peppers, some black olives, and whatever you want to top it with, whether it be bacon bits, tortilla strips, croutons, whatever the case may be. All right, guys, so here's my salad. I love using the spring mix. I do not like iceberg lettuce in a salad, like iceberg on my burgers and stuff like that. But as far as salad's concerned, I like the spring mix. I actually just started eating salads a few years back because I don't like salad dressing, and I finally, I used to put salsa. Started off using salsa as my salad dressing, but now I do like the zesty Italian. But nevertheless, I'm just going to go ahead and build our salad up. We're going to use some of that red onion. We're going to go pretty liberal with our red onion. Again, I like the flavor a lot in my salad. Then we're going to come with the green peppers. Just layer them on in there. And it really is appealing to the eye as well with all the colors, the spring mix. You have your arugula, you have your baby lettuce, you have, all kinds of different greens in there. That's why I like using it. We're going to go with those pretty red tomatoes. And then we're going to come in with our black olives. Now, I know a lot of people don't like black olives, but I think they're really good in the salad. And I just like black olives anyhow. Sometimes we use jalapenos in the salad, just to add a little bit of a kick or a little bit more of a pop of flavor. And now we're going to go in with our pepperoncinis. These are a medium heat pepperoncini. I do like the spicy ones. I like the mild ones as well, but I prefer the ones that have a little bit more heat to them. And again, this salad is looking amazing already. So just imagine when we put that grilled skirt steak on top. So good. All right, that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the fridge and get our steak out and get to the grill and start cooking it up. See you guys back in a bit. All right, guys, I've got my gas grill all scorching hot. It's about 550 degrees to 600 on the grates themselves. And again, we're just going to go hot and fast with this skirt steak. You don't want to waste time trying to smoke it and cook it low and slow. You'll just have shoe leather. But when you do it this way, it'll be tender every time. We're going to keep the lid open. No need to cover it up. Just let it cook on one side for about 3 minutes. Flip it and do it again. All right. We're just going to let it go. All right, y'all, so we've had the steak going for about 1.5 minutes. All I want to do is just kind of rotate it, not flip it yet, just rotate it. Just make sure we get even cooking. And let it go the last 1.5 minutes, then we're going to flip. All right, folks, we're back. Now it's time to flip this bad boy over. Look at that. Good color. Smelling so good. And if you saw, I did adjust them a little bit. This grill gets a little bit hotter in that back, and this is a thicker piece, so I want to move this thinner one up front and move the bigger ones toward the back so they can get a little bit more heat. Another 3 minutes, and we're going to be ready to cut it up and put it on the side. All right, y'all, it's time to pull it. And let's look how this steak looks. Nice caramelization from the sugars that were in that dressing, along with the seasonings we added. Now it's time to take it in the house and let it rest. Look at that. See you guys in a little bit. All right, we've let the steak rest about 10 minutes or so. Super tender. And again, you can see that the grain is running like this, so we want to cut against the grain. So I'm just going to cut it into little pieces like that and then go back against the grain. You can see that. Perfect. Medium rare. Well, it's in between medium rare and medium. Exactly the way we want it. And then you're just going to cut it kind of at a bias against the grain there. Man, it smells good. So juicy. Take a look at that. That is perfect right there. So now, put our salad back. And we just grab our steak. And place that steak right there on top of the salad. Get a little bit more. Then we're going to top it with a little bit of crispy jalapenos. And then some tortilla strips. I'm not putting any cheese on mine, but my wife and kids, I'm sure they will. But that's it, guys. Great, healthy, delicious steak salad. Top with your favorite dressing, and you get good to go. Get a good taste of this steak real fast. Yes. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Share the video. Till the next time, God bless you. See you around.